Hello everybody, it's Anne from Anne's Stampin' Up. It's another lovely day here in Simcoe, Ontario, where I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. If you live in Canada and you don't have your own demonstrator, please feel free to shop with me. You can reach me at stampsandtea@gmail.com, or my demonstrator website is stampsandtea.stampinup.net. So welcome everybody, and this is kind of an exciting day because the new catalogue has been delivered. Now I can't show you the inside of the catalogue, but I can show you the cover. So there it is. It's a beautiful cover and it's a beautiful catalogue, let me tell you. So we're going to play around with some in colours, the new in colours today, and I'm going to turn the camera down right now, and then I will list the colours and show you the colours, and you'll see just how beautiful they are. So this is the in colours, the new beautiful in colours. We have Orchid Oasis, which is like a deep mauvey purple. We have Sweet Sorbet, which is a beautiful pink. Tahitian Tide, which is the turquoise. Parakeet Party, which is a beautiful lime green. And we have this Starry Sky, which is the bluey purple on the top. There are also DSP in colours, and there they are all again, and they've got beautiful, like this, beautiful patterns. There's polka dots and stripes, and when you turn them over you've got flowers and a lovely plaid. They're just gorgeous, and they all match. So I'm going to show you a quick simple card today. I'm just going to pop these to one side and hope they stay. I'm going to show you a quick simple card today. Couldn't really come up with much to do today. I'm struggling because I'm busy at work, but that's okay. If you look at this, you see that this corner piece is the piece that's cut out. So what I did was I took two pieces of paper, put them together just like that, used a 2-inch circle punch, put my paper in, and you can see where I've got marks on my punch. Well, I lined up the corner of the paper, lined up the corner of the paper in the punch on the 1/2 inch on the center mark, and then lined up my sides as best I could. If you look at that, you can see how my edges, if you will, are here and here, and my point is right there, and then I punched that out. Now I did that with at least one sheet of every color of paper, and then threw it all onto the desk and mixed it all up. So every card I made ends up looking like this with the different paper in the corners. So we're going to quickly put that together, and then I'll show you the rest of the cards. And for this I did use liquid glue so that I can move my paper around quickly if I need to. Just get rid of that. And as always, my cards are 8.5 by 5.5. So you start off with 8.5 by 5.5 cardstock, and you score it at 4 1/4, and that gives you a standard size card. So I'm just going to turn this way, line this up, and I should have about 1/8 of an inch all the way around, and because I'm using the liquid glue, I've got room to slide this if I need to. That looks pretty good. Okay, and just slide it if I need to. Now you could leave it like that if you want to, so that you see the circles in the corners, you know, of the card underneath, or as I'm going to do, you can put these corners back in from the other card. And I'm just making sure that when I put them in they kind of line up. So let me see if it works better the other way with the other corner. Let me see. Oops, that doesn't look straight. Of course, as always, you can spin your corner piece as well if you need to get it to line up. Let's have a look this way. There. So I think that's going to be okay. Yeah, I think that'll be okay when I get these glued down. Whoops. There. So I have a stamp set that I'm going to use, and it is called Celebrating You. Now, Celebrating You, this stamp set carried over from this year's catalogue, which is the 21 to 22 catalogue, and it's carried over into the 22 to 23 catalogue. So everything is going to be current that we're using as far as that goes. The dies I'm using, of course, I think I'm using dies, or the Stitched So Sweetly, Stitched So Sweetly dies. So let's just glue these pieces into the corner, and you can use whichever side of the paper you like. That's a little bit much. I think I like the polka dots, so that's what we're going to go with. There it is. It just sits in that corner. A little bit of glue in there, I think. Just hold that down. Oops. Pushed it out of the corner, so we just slide it back into place. And that's the beauty of using liquid glue on your paper. Liquid glue does not work so well on when you're gluing cardstock to cardstock, but it works great when you're putting paper on cardstock. And there. There. All right. So what we have, there we are, it opens this way. So we've got this beautiful Tahitian tide on a piece of Orchid Oasis cardstock. It's such a beautiful colour. They're all beautiful colours, these in colours. And then of course we have the stamp pads to match. There's the stamp pads. You've got Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide, Starry Sky and Orchid Oasis. And they all match the papers perfectly and the cardstocks perfectly. So now we need a sentiment to put on the front of this. And I'm thinking I've got a Happy Mother's Day stamp. So I think that's what I'm going to use. And we'll just keep it quick and simple this week. And I need a piece of white cardstock to stamp on. I don't need my brown foam mat because these are cling stamps, so they have the rubber built in. Okay, and what colour am I going to stamp that in? How about the orchid stamp? Orchid, yeah, we'll try the orchid. And these are very juicy stamps. Wait a minute, do I have a scrap somewhere? How am I going to punch this out? I don't know how I'm going to punch this out. Oh, isn't that beautiful? What a gorgeous colour that is. That is absolutely lovely. I'll use this little one. So we'll have to bring in the mini Stamp and Cut, Stamp and Emboss. That's okay. Just got it right here. We've got some plates. And let's put the paper down. I'm going to tape this down so it stays right there. It's always easier to line your framelit up when it's flat on the table rather than trying to line it up on the board, because it often slips around. So I like to line these up first and tape them down. Pop it into the mini cut and emboss. And you know you have to stagger your plates when you do this so that it's not such a big bump for the rollers to come over. Like this staggers them so it's like steps. So oops. And here we have this little Happy Mother's Day. I think I'll just pop that up on a couple of dimensionals. We're just keeping these cards very simple today. There. So there it is, just a very simple card. I'm going to put a white mat inside, and I'll stamp a sentiment on that when I find something appropriate, or I might even just leave it blank so that gives you lots of room to write on. I think we'll just leave this one blank. And as always, if you put your short end to your left hand, you can line this up pretty evenly on 3 sides. You see, if you line it up there, there and there, it's going to line up there, there and there. So there you have it. So there's one card. So as I say, what I did was I started off with a sheet of each colour of the paper, and I cut out the corners on all of them, and I threw them on the desk and mixed them up, and there you've got 5 lovely cards all mixed up using all your in colours. The stamp sets I used were the Biggest Wish stamp set, which was the Happy Birthday Friend, and the other stamp set was the Celebrating You, and that's got lots of lovely sayings in there, lots of lovely little sayings. They're not too big, but they all worked, and I used the Stitched So Sweetly dies. So let me just turn the camera up, and so there you have it, 5 lovely cards. This is the one I've just made. It took me about 5 minutes to make. As always, my own designs. If you wish to copy them, please do copy and share them. If you're going to sell your cards, put the Stampin' Up angel stamp on the back, which just says all the supplies used were Stampin' Up supplies. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great week. Bye.